City of Sierra clips.
We are not banning hemp. We are banning high.
Scott Braddock, who reported this at quorumreport.com, his own pollster found that only about 30% of Texas Republican voters agree with a full ban.
Dan Patrick, you are a redacted moron. You are an absolute completely. That is one of the stupidest things I've ever heard. Take that R after your name. There are so many people, when I have talked about this, that say, yes, my wife has a condition. She doesn't want to take opioids, so she will use THC. Or I have, veterans that will say, I do this, I use.
Today's could be a number for people in Texas to go into a store and buy THC products like Delta 8 and 9. It is all because of state lawmakers sending a bill to the governor this week that could axe all sales of those products.
Why am I mad? Because you have red state Republicans that are no different from Democrats. So that's the Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick, who's soft on guns too, for the most part. He's been on the show and we've talked. We've had some discussions about it. This is dumb. It's like hearing Joe Biden talk about guns. So what Texas did, and I guess they're sending it to Greg Abbott's desk, and we're watching you, Greg Abbott, is they want to ban something that they legalized, and then they decided they don't want to keep it legal anymore.
More than $8 billion business that's run here in Texas. We could see it come crashing down if all THC products are banned.
I want to leave you with a quote. It is time to end needless arrests and incarcerations of adults for small amounts of marijuana for personal use. That wasn't a Democrat. That was President Donald Trump. This bill is insane. This legislature legalized hemp 6 years ago. But instead of regulating this booming industry in our state, we are now going backwards to the days of prohibition. This bill is not going to stop Texans from smoking weed or eating edibles.
A lot of my customers are going to be out of legal options. You never know what is being put inside the product which sells on the street. There might be a drop of meth, there might be a drop of coke, or maybe even poison. So when it comes through dispensaries and smoke shops, it is certified, it is legalized, it is regulated.
But as the state closes one door, there is a push to expand the state's medicinal marijuana program.
I don't ever want somebody to be denied access to a medication that may be of benefit.
It's called the Texas Compassionate Use Program, or TCUP.
We are now telling full-grown adults how to live their lives. This is the nanny state at its worst. This is big government at its worst. I thought the Republican Party believed in limited government and personal responsibility. I thought the Republican Party believed in liberty and freedom. What gives us the right to tell an adult what to do on their own time?
50,000 jobs held by working families across the state. It's a ban on $8 billion in annual tax revenue.
Ready to ban products that people can buy to get high. The Texas House officially passed a bill to ban all consumable products with hemp-derived THC. That's the element in the plant that gives users a high feeling. Right now, you can buy consumable hemp products that contain THC. Shops and convenience stores all over the state sell things like Delta 8 vapes, as well as lotions, oils, or drinks. Supporters of the ban say the THC products can be harmful.
These are the medicines that I had to take. It's killing me.
Like LaTanya Whittington, who is prescribed opiates.
My debilitating and chronic pain should be designated for a physician to prescribe me cannabis.
But a question on everyone's mind:
is it guaranteed that the teacup is going to pass the Senate?
As that question was asked Wednesday night, Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick took to social media to say he supports expanding teacup. Dylan McKim, State of Texas.
Here's a look at what the Lieutenant Governor posted on social media about the Compassionate Use Program. He vowed to, quote, expand licenses and have satellite locations for the first time for prescribed products from doctors for our veterans and those in need. Supporters of the bill say those needs should be handled by prescriptions through the Texas Compassionate Use Program, or TCUP. The program provides low THC products to someone with a prescription, and as Dylan McKim shows us, lawmakers are now pushing to expand that program.
Now it's facing accessibility challenges. Operators will drive product to drop-off locations for patients, but if the patient misses the pickup, that product cannot stay there overnight. It has to be driven back, sometimes hundreds of miles away.
Supporters of Texas hemp industry are urging Governor Greg Abbott to veto a statewide ban on consumable THC products sold at stores.
Statewide ban on consumable THC products.
Hoping to deliver this, and we are closed for the day.
Heather Fazio and other cannabis advocates also tried to give Governor Greg Abbott a letter urging him to veto Senate Bill 3.
We know that he's receiving phone calls, emails. There's a petition that has almost 60,000 signatures just in the last week calling on him to veto this bill.
Fazio believes regulation is the best path to safety. That's the approach the House originally took before reverting to a ban.
It's a jump ball, 50-50 chance on this. Abbott could sign this into law at the urging of Lieutenant Governor Patrick, or he could veto it, and he'd make a lot of the MAGA crowd, the Trump supporters, really happy because they don't agree with a full ban.